Hi guys, welcome to my channel, Thomas Creations and more, where today I will be talking about flat mail. Yes, flat mail. This video is a response to Alicia. Hi Alicia, over from Alicia's Crafty Hoplop, and she mentioned that several people were doing or are doing challenge on Instagram doing flat mail, and she said she would love to participate, but that she cannot get her happy mail to be less than $3 or $4. So I thought I'd come on here and share with you my knowledge or my experience with flat mail. Now, flat mail. The first step in learning how to do flat mail is going over to Google and making yourself a template. What kind of template, you tell me? This kind of template. Well, what is this template all about, Thelma? Let me share with you what's the template. All I did was I took a box that somebody had sent me from Happy Mail and made a template. How did you make a template? Where did you get the stuff to make a template? What's a template for? Now, it is a template that I got by Googling U.S. Post Office guidelines for letters, and I made myself a template. When you Google that, again, let me put it again, U.S. Post Office guidelines for letters, it'll tell you what the post office considers a letter, as far as size, as far as thickness, and as far as weight. Okay, why is that important to know? Because then how do I know when I go to the post office how much all this would be? When we walk into the post office, right, and we have enough money to say, okay, well, I'm going to send this out, and I don't care if this is 30, this is 15 bucks, no problem. But what we want as crafters is to be able to go to the post office and kind of guess or know how much it's going to be, right? Especially, it's not so much if you have 2, but what if we have 20? What if we have 10? Ooh, what if we have 40, right? It adds up real quick, right? So, how do we know? We go and get those guidelines and we make ourselves a template. Now, I have this black line here because a letter cannot be smaller than that size. Because if not, it's not considered a letter. It's considered a special package, and it all goes back and it tells you there what is considered, right? So that's why I have this black mark. It can't be smaller than that. This is helpful for me because I have an envelope punch board, right? So what happens? I can make my own envelope, but I cannot make it smaller than that. Why? Because then the post office doesn't consider it a letter. It considers it something else, and I won't be able to send it off for one forever stamp. Now, another good thing to know is how much does a forever stamp give you as far as leeway, right? Do you know? It is 1 ounce. 1 ounce, one forever stamp. 1 ounce. And we say, well, 1 ounce, that's nothing. Well, it sort of kind of isn't, but sort of kind of is. I looked around my craft room, and this glitter glue, this one came from Michaels. It weighs 1 ounce, and I've used it, so I weighed it, and it's not 1 ounce. So, just to give you an idea how much your envelope can weigh. 1 ounce, 1 stamp. Another thing, it has to fit within the lines of what the U.S. Postal Service considers a letter. It can't be smaller than the thing in the black, and the measurements will be found when you Google that, okay? And it can't be bigger than the whole cardboard. So, for example, if I want to send something in this envelope, I can for 1 stamp. Now, this is the key. It has to be this size, no larger than this, no smaller than this. And see this cutout right here? It cannot be thicker than that. It has to do something with their the way that the mail is sorted. It has to be able to go through here. Let me back out, sorry. It has to be able to go through 1/4 of an inch. And it has to be able to flow. Like, well, I need to pick it up higher, but it does go through. See, I don't have to push it. It just goes right through. If you have a letter and it gets stuck halfway, or you have to push it, it won't. It will automatically be put up to a package. So it would be instead, oh, I'm so sorry. I posted her address and mine. Instead of being one stamp, it's going to be a package. So now it's going to go depending on weight. So first step, Google U.S. Post Office guidelines for letters. Make yourself a template. It can be this big, no smaller than that, right? It has to be able to fit through here, and I mean flow through there. For example, can this pass through there? The size requirement is good, but there's no way it's going to fit through here. So now this, instead of being one stamp, it's going to be based on weight. Okay, that's one thing. Another thing is, if you want to be an expert on flat mail, buy yourself a scale. Yes, a scale. A scale that weighs in ounces. This one, I got it off of Amazon. Let me show you the packaging. If I find it, I will link the link. But I got it over a year ago. It cost me like 20 bucks. And I love it because it does ounces, pounds, kilograms, grams. But for the U.S. Post Office, they go in ounces. So for you to send off anything with one forever stamp, and make sure you get a forever stamp, because if you get a forever stamp, you can buy them online, you can buy them at your post office. If the price of stamps go up, it's a forever stamp. So if you buy it now and it doubles in price tomorrow, you can still use that one. That's why it's called a forever stamp. Okay? In order for you to send something there, I mean, with one of these stamps, it has to be 1 ounce. Remember I told you that this, when you first buy it, is 1 ounce? Did I zero it in? Yes. This one says 1.5, but oh, I'm sorry. I refilled it this morning. Okay, so this right here. Envelope. Let me see. Where's my template? Does it fit? Yes. Is it smaller than the black and white? Yes. I mean, it bigger than the black and white? Is it within my template? Yes. Does it go through? Well, you can't see it, but it does. It does. It sure does. So now the next determining factor. It's 1.5. Are you kidding me? Yep, it's 1.5. So this one's going to need an additional ounce, which is 15 cents more. Why I ship stuff out all the time. So you're telling me, Thelma, what's in there? It's actually pretty hefty. It is a greeting card where I wrote down my note, and I made this Happy Mail. I have a tutorial here on my channel. I will link it in the description box. And it's a gatefold. It is a tutorial I took from Stepteria 18, and I modified it for my needs. And their little card says you are loved, and in the back it has scripture backing up that you are loved, you are chosen, you are strong, you are redeemed, and there's cardstock in the back. So it is weighty. And so this is my Happy Mail for someone. So can you put a lot of stuff in there? No. How do you get it? I'll show you. Something to keep in mind. The number one thing to keep in mind in flat mail is that it needs to be flat. Flat, flat, flat. So that goes in there. And then the weight. So, where's my template? Right here. It needs to pass through that right there. That right there is 1/4 of an inch. So I cut it out of there, and then it needs to pass by. See how it doesn't stop? Same thing with this one. It has to. And the next one is the weight. So make yourself a template. Go Google U.S. Post Office guidelines for letters, and it'll tell you it can't be smaller than that. It can't be bigger than this to be considered a letter, and it has to pass through here, right? Okay. The other criteria is how much it weighs. 1 ounce or lower, 1 stamp. 1 forever stamp. Okay. How do I save on shipping? Believe it or not, I didn't believe this. I really didn't believe it. I had heard it from other YouTubers, from other people. For some odd reason, your shipping cost is less if you print your shipping label yourself. You heard that right. Your shipping cost is less if you print your shipping labels yourself. I use PayPal, and I'm going to put this up again. Google how to create a PayPal shipping label without an invoice. And it's from methodshop.com, and here is a link on the top. And so I click on that link, it automatically takes me to my PayPal, and I can create a shipping label. It will print it all out for you. It's awesome. You put in your address, you put in whoever's going to get it, and then on the side, on the margin, you know what? I should do that. I'll show you. On the margin, it will tell you how to, my stamp guide? No, method. It will tell you how to measure your envelope, how much it weighs. PayPal. Let me see. I wonder if PayPal, what is it? PayPal shipping label without invoice. And that it was by methodshop.com. And right here. See, it took me to my PayPal. Alright, here we go. It took me to my PayPal, and it says ship to this address. So you put the address. Let's see that one. Ship to that address. And it tells you right here your package. You want tracking? Of course you say tracking if you want it. It's free with a thing. Here it says what kind. U.S. Postal Service, right? I don't want priority mail. I just want regular first class partial service or 3 to 5 days. Now it tells you a large package. Is it this one? Hold on. Yeah, that one. And I don't have a large package, and it's a package or a think envelope. And let's do one. For example, this one right here. So you grab your scale, make sure it's ounces, and it tells me right there. And I usually do it 2 times to make sure it's 2.55 ounces. That one. 2.55. Okay. Since it was 2.55, I'm going to put 2.6. That one. Go down. Calculate shipping cost. I did. Okay, 2.5, so 3 ounces. How about that? Is that what you want? Yes, it wanted me. Your payment for shipping cannot be processed. What? Oh, because I haven't put I don't have any money on in my PayPal. Well, you would put that thing in there, and then you would no. Of course, everything. Okay, here. How about that one? That one. And this was 3, priority 1. No. First class. Thick envelope. It was 3 ounces because I rounded off. Down. I'm going to do calculate shipping cost. It won't let me do it because I have to fix it. I have to update my payment information. That's why. But whoops, it would tell you here how much it was just by seeing it. It's probably going to be like $2.60 just because of the ounces and stuff like that. And it's pretty thick. This is for a swap, and it's 2 booklets in here, so it is pretty thick. But that's how you would do calculate your flat mail. The trick is knowing the requirements, how big your envelope can be, how thick it can be, how much it should weigh for 1 stamp. The closer you get it to 1 ounce, the cheaper it's going to be to ship out. What can you send out? An example of what you can send out. I am going to link my tutorial for this one, which is a tweaked tutorial from Step Period 18 to meet my needs, specific needs for the cards inside. And I linked her tutorial as well in my video because I gave her credit. I just tweak the measurements for this, and you can do different things, you know, in here. Stay tuned to my channel because I will be doing a series on flat mail to show you how you can do it. And it's just it's the same thing that you always do, except you have to think about it a different way. And the greatest example I can give you is, I'm trying to find, I had to rearrange washi tape. Let's say you wanted to send washi tape. I had a bigger roll and I just don't know where I left it. At this moment, I am rearranging my craft area, and as you can imagine, everything is moved everywhere, but I found this one. Let's say you wanted to send somebody some washi tape for Happy Mail. If you send it like this alone will get stuck. See how it got stuck? You can send the same washi tape to somebody packaged in a different way. How, Doma? You take a tag, a piece of paper, and you take this washi tape and you wrap it around. Make sure it is less than 1/4 inch thick. You can probably fit all this. You can do it 2 or 3 times around, 2 or 3 times around, probably more, because you'll lose all the inner tube, so you'll have just that. And then you put it inside of a greeting card, right, or a card that you can make. You close it up. As long as it passes through here and it's less than 1 ounce, you can send it for 1 stamp, which is what, 55 cents, I think, the last time I bought a stamp, plus your washi. Same thing with tags. If you're going to send tags and you want to send a package of tags, just don't send them as they come in the package. Prime example, these Dollar Tree stickers, right? See how that goes through? Now I'm going to put them inside here. And my little note, right? Will they go through? Yes. On here, you take this off because, believe it or not, this metal thing weighs a lot. You take it off, you cut it out, you tape it down, and it makes a lot of difference in your weight. So I'm putting it in here, and it should go through. It's not going through because I don't have it sealed. But if it goes through, guess what? 1 stamp. Package of stickers. Another thing you need to look at was that these package of stickers are dimensional. It has foam, right? If you get a package of stickers that is not dimensional, you may get away with sending 2 packets. So you have to think of the thickness and the weight. So that's why look up your guidelines. Buy yourself a scale that weighs in ounces. Print your own shipping labels. And if you print your own shipping labels, guess what, guys? At least in my area, I can put it in my mailbox. I can pick up the little red flag in my mailbox. And my mailman, mail lady, will take whatever I put in there and haul it away. If you're doing a priority box or a priority mail and you print out your label, you can actually schedule it online and they'll pick it up at whatever time you schedule when they can. They'll get back to you, say, okay, at 1 o'clock on Tuesday, and they'll come by at 1 o'clock on Tuesday, give or take, you know. They will pick it up from your house and you don't even have to go to the store. So I hope that this video answers some of your questions. Stay tuned to my channel because I will be doing how to do flat mail. Like, for example, the example I gave you about washi tape, right? That if you want to send washi in a Happy Mail, you can for one stamp, but I'll have to show you how to do it because there's a way to do it. You have to think just differently instead of just getting this and putting it in the envelope, because it'll save you a ton of money. Thank you for stopping by my channel. Give me a thumbs up. Please give me a comment on the lighting, the way the video is, because I'm working with a new setup and I want to see if it works. See, I'm zooming in because I am messing with it. I'm working with my new setup, and so please give me a comment on the lighting. If it shakes, it doesn't shake. If it's good, if it's not good. How about if you can hear me better? I'm working on that. I'm going to leave this here so that you can screenshot it if you want. Any questions, please leave them in the comment box. I will get back to you as soon as I can. And have a great day, everyone. Happy crafting. Bye.